to some Minecraft single player. And as you can see, I made this little farmer here, which got bamboo and sugarcane. And I plant them on mud, because one of the features of mud is that it may look like it's a full block tall, but when I step down into it, you can see I step down into it. It's a pixel lower, even it doesn't look like it. Which means that hoppers that go underneath there can pick up stuff that falls on top of it. And in the same bracket I can plant stuff on mud. Other blocks that go down 1 pixel, like half blocks or soul sand, you can't plant. Well, on soul sand you can plant stuff, but not these plants. So mud is really useful in that regard. And as you saw in the beginning, the redstone for this is really simple. I didn't have to look at a tutorial, and now it's going to provide tiny bits of sugarcane and bamboo. Mostly bamboo though. Bamboo grows way faster. Anyways, before I do anything else, I'm going to name you Ginger. Actually, that's more of a brown cat. I thought it was a ginger cat, but now that I look at it, it's not a ginger cat. Well, you are named Ginger now, so... Anyway, if any of you watching got a suggestion for name for cats or other mob in this world, feel free to leave a comment on it. Even name for places or buildings. I haven't figured out a name for this place yet. It's going to be a proper city. Now, I'm not going to name any of these cats I have bred up, because I need them for the first project of today. You see, I figured I could make a farm in this here tower. I am going to make a creeper farm, and to make it more efficient, I'm going to put in some cats, because creepers are scared of cats, and I can use that to move them around a little bit. One of the reasons I need creepers is because they drop gunpowder. They are not the only mob that drop gunpowder, but I'm not prepared to make a ghast farm at the moment. They also drop gunpowder. You see, I need a lot of gunpowder to make fire rocks, so it all connects together with the sugarcane farm and the lack of rockets. I'm going to build in the first bit of the farm and move some cats and then bring you back in. And here we are. I made 2 of the floors on one side, so you can get a little bit of a view how it looks from the side. Oh, and there is soul campfires, or something like that. I think you take twice as much damage as a regular campfire, or more at least. And underneath there is just hoppers into this chest, and over there is a ladder going back up. So the idea here is that underneath here there is too high, so Enderman and so on can't spawn, and also there is trapdoors which the skeletons and zombies need too high to be able to spawn, because they can't walk underneath. Same goes for villagers as well. They can't walk underneath a trapdoor like this, but the player can, and so can creepers. So here zombies and skeletons can't spawn, but creepers can. And that leaves one other mob that also can spawn, and that are spiders. So I put these buttons here because spiders leak, I think, a 3x3 area. So in theory, this block here is blocked up, so there is only 2 blocks over there. Now I have no idea how efficient this farm is going to be. So I'm going to build up the entire thing. Oh, and the trapdoors on the side here. The creepers get scared by cat, try to run as far away from them as they can, and they think the trapdoors are full box, so they step out on top of it. And since they are all turned down, they fall into the water and into the campfires. Now let me continue making this, and I'll bring you in to see how well it works afterwards. I like the view from up here. This has been my AFK spot. I have done a little bit of AFKing for this new farm. I was on top of the roof, but I was getting phantoms spawning in. Unfortunately, there is quite a few mobs that... they all despawned or burned now. There is quite a few mobs that spawn in on that side of the river. I did take some time to finish torching up this island, so there shouldn't be anything spawning on this side of the water, but it's quite a big area there that spawns in stuff. Now this is my hole down here, and let's see how much I got. Mind you that I have AFK for at least an hour, and it works and it doesn't work. You see, if I go into here, I added in more buttons. There was spiders spawning in. I might have added too many buttons. There isn't enough spaces for them to spawn. That added with all the spawning spaces at night on the other side. And if I quickly look through the world, there is a lot of caves around. So I'm not going to look too much. I don't want to cheat too much with third person mode. But I either have to build a bigger farm or torch up a lot more area around here. Probably both to make it really efficient. But for now it's going to add in a little trinkle of gunpowder, and I don't need a huge amount. I should have brought with me what was down there. Now, something I forgot to mention about this build last time is these corners. I really like to add in this stair thingy here to give that brick effect on the corners. I have done that for years. I remember doing this on servers 6-7 years ago. And I don't really see other people do it, but it's my little design that I like, and I still use. More often I see people do this with the corners, and I'm going to mix in some of them. That's not my design. Probably others are using that, but I really don't see many others do that. But I'm not going to do much of that around here, since it fits more of a medieval castle tower style designs. Man, I just realized those upper copper bits there, they have oxidized. So apparently I forgot to put honeycomb on them. Man, I have to go over and scratch off some layers of oxidation with my axe and put wax on. You can see how that is how it's supposed to be, but it's oxidized a lot. That's fine. Anyways, I'm going to add in a house today. So I have been in Creative World and tried to design a lot of buildings to put in here, and it's a bit tricky because I don't want them to look the same, but I want to make them look like they fit together. You could argue that this hair building doesn't fit with that, but it stands out in just the right way in my opinion. I'm going to add in a building here in this plot here. But first, what I was going to say, in the planning I am trying to plan out the layout so it fits all the way. I'm trying to plan out where the roads are going to be before I put them down, and then I have to make sure that the houses fits in. I want to build on diagonals in places like here. if this is where the road is going to go, there is going to be a diagonal, and then the houses have to be on a diagonal. And it can be done, but it's a lot of designing to get it done. But let me get started on this building and bring you back in. Yet again, I forgot to mention something. I did a tiny bit of terraforming plugging up the hole here. Well, not all of it apparently. But I just filled in with a moss just to smooth it over for now. I'm going to do something eventually. And I did some building. Just the first step, I give you an idea of the size of the building. The roof comes on top of that, so it's going to be taller, but this is basically the outline where all my stripped spruce is going to be. And a few lamps, and I want to add in some stairs there. So I do a little bit of building on camera. Although I probably am going to cut out a little bit of edges, but I want to add in a staircase, and this is going to be where there is another door for the second floor. And that's why we got lamps up here and not anywhere else on top. I want a little bit of a railing here. And let me just put in some temporary blocks. And this is going to be the railing. There we go. Nice little staircase on the outside of the building. I'm going to make... Oh, and this bit that pops out, I want to add in some more shape to the building, so it's not all square. Yeah, you'll see when I put in some more stuff here, how it turns out. Alright, another quick update. As you can see, we're starting to get a little bit more shape to the building now. It's interesting. And this is a window that's popping out a little bit. The idea here is that there is a shop down on the lowest floor here, and the people owning the shop, they live in the upper area here, where there is nothing currently. I'm going to add in the roof. I'm not sure about interiors today, but we'll see. I get the building done at least. And also I expanded the road here, and I added in something new, gutters. I want to have that at certain places around the city, and some potholes or whatever, sewer holes like this. Eventually I'm going to have sewers underneath here. Heading back into my first house, I want to connect this place up to the sewer as well. I'm going to get the outside of the building done. Alright, I fixed the roof on the bridge tower there, and also I finished this building, which is looking lovely. Tricky to get a good view because there is so many interesting shapes from different angles. I really like it. Now, I did not add any interior on the upper floor here, but downstairs I made a shop. I made a flower shop. And look at this cute little barrel I added with trapdoors here. Now you can see how I like this window. Good shop window. Freya's flowers. And that means I added a villager named Freya. This has been my gardener, farmer, trader, gardener. There isn't any florist villager in this game, so I figured a farmer would be nice. It got good trades: potato, carrots, pumpkins, melons, all stuff I grow outside here. And I added some storage here. With some of them, I need that. Oh, and I brought over bones. Yeah, I added in these farms, but in traditional Ule redstone, it doesn't really. It kind of works, it kind of doesn't. One of the issues is these trapdoors get ticked off by this lady. Oh, I don't got sunflower yet. This spot is reserved for it. So basically when I stand here, bone meal pops off and grows several of them. I can show you. So bone meal in here and then just stand on here. And there you go. I've been having some issues with the flower falling on that trapdoor and it just keep on running. So I decided to not have bone meal in here. And because of you. So I just keep them in here. And if I ever need a lot of either of those, I just grab some bone meal. These are all from the farm. Pop it in the chest and run it. Now another issue with the redstone here is that the redstone from the trapdoor activating that dispenser behind there, it goes so close to the hopper underneath here that it locks the hopper and it doesn't pick up anything until nobody is on the trapdoor. Yeah, that means you as well. I like this. It's a bit simple in Terra. I was considering adding in some more details, but I think this is alright. Add in some of these parts with flowers, of course the window decoration. I might add in some more stuff later. I might label these. I got these. This isn't even all of my seeds. I got so many seeds. So big wheat wheel coming up. I think this turned out alright. I'm happy with it. Next episode is already episode 10. This is episode 9. So on episode 5 I killed Ender Dragon. I think it was episode 5. And between episodes now I have gone and gathered more widow skeleton skulls. So next episode. But until that one, bye bye now.